Hey, welcome back again, guys. This is Sampati watching Sampath7fx YouTube channel, and this is the iOS 11.0 official on this Redmi Note 7. As you can see, it's iOS 11 official with 5th September 2021, and kernel used here is Arrow GOC 4.1.4.190. The latest September 16th build on this Redmi Note 7. As you can see, this is the iOS 11 official, still on Android 11 only, as you can see. And if you're first time to this channel, hit down the subscribe down below and also allow the bell notification by pressing the bell icon. And if you like the video, give it a like. And straight away let's start with the dialer. And should we get video call direct available here? Yes, it's available in this ROM. And is the call recording available? Let's see, it's not available in this ROM. And coming to styles and wallpapers, here you get only one wallpaper pre-installed in this ROM. And in the styles and wallpapers, here on the home settings, this is how the launcher used here, and you can change from different applications. That is the availability in this ROM. And going into the settings panel, you get network and internet connection devices, like you can cast or you can pair with Bluetooth devices like this. If you want, you can use any other devices. In the apps and notifications, you get notifications. From here you can disable or enable notification, and there are some of the options given here. Even heads up and notification history you can delete from here. And the bubbles option is also pre-installed in this ROM. This is also notification settings. In the battery settings, and the first thing I want to show you is the battery usage. As you can see, from 87% to till now like 4 to 5 hours, and I kept idle for 2 hours. The idle battery drain is nil, completely nil in this ROM. It's really good. You can definitely try it out as a daily driver who want a very good battery life. And I used plenty of the applications here. And this the battery settings, you get battery temperature, you get battery manager, battery saver, you get extreme battery saver here. No, you don't get it, but you can schedule it out, and even you can turn it out. Even battery icon style also you can change from here. Coming to display settings, you get brightness level, dark theme is also can be enabled here. From here you can choose the different types of presets. Pitch black or raven black will suit the complete black condition. You can turn off now. If you want, you can schedule it out also. Adaptive brightness, screen timeout, colors also you can boost here. Even the red, green strength, RGB strength also you can adjust here. Tap to wake is also available. Sound settings, you get plenty of options here. You can enable or disable the touch vibration, feedback, and even the Mi sound enhancer. As you can see, it's also available. If you want, you can turn it on and select the headphone type and preset here. It's a very good ROM. You can definitely try it out. It's simple like a pixel experience ROM. It's like Android 1 type. As you can see, you get green color, accent color here. You can't change it, and you get buttons options. In the advanced restart also, it's working fine. And in the button settings, you get everything which is there. And gestures, you get 3-button gesture navigation button. You can adjust the gesture bar length. Those things are given here, no problem. Traditional gesture navigation, I mean the 3-button navigation button and swipe to screenshot, those things are present here, which is working fine. And in the security options, you get face unlock, fingerprint unlock, and even the app unlock, which is a handy feature which is pre-installed in this ROM. No need to install any third-party application. And there's the fingerprint unlock, which is really fast. As you can see, just tap it, takes animation like that. Nothing animation is there, but still it's taking a little bit of time. It's fast but not quick like any other quickest ROMs. And let me show you the face unlock here. It takes also some time. It depends upon how you use how you take the photo of your face. That's how it is. ROM performance and everything, these things. And this is how the quick settings panel. As you can see, you can enable or disable any options. Even the torch light, everything is working fine, no problem here. And digital well-being, and even the accessibility menu, dark theme you can enable or disable from here also. accessibility menu, it's 11 type, Android 11 type, no 12 type. And this are the settings panel and every settings. Now coming to Geekbench scores. Here you get a single score of 494 and the multi score is 1332, which is really good for this Redmi Note 7 Pro on this kernel used here in the ArrowOS 11. This is the latest September build on this ROM, and I also run the CPU throttling test. I will show you the screenshots. And coming to DRM info, you are getting here L3 certification, which is a bummer here. I hope it will be getting L1 certification in the upcoming build. This one thing you need to be note down to use the ArrowOS, and you will get this kind of Google Go camera. You can adjust the brightness or exposure. Those things are working fine in this ROM. You can use any Gcam ports. If you want to use any third-party camera applications, you can definitely try it out. It's working fine. And this kind of gallery application is there. And this is the ROM performance. And coming to safety net status, here you get passed directly out of the ROM. No need to be worried. You can use any payment applications like GPay, PhonePe, Paytm, or any other SBI, any other apps are going to be work without any problem. This is the ROM performance and everything. As you can see, this is the ROM performance. And coming to speed test, here I have like 100 Mbps plan. It's pulling up to 90 to 95, which is really good. As you can see, it's similar to any other ROMs, and the ROM is really consistent in the performance also. You won't get any high performance here, but what it is there. That's how the ArrowOS performance is always going to be stable. Yes, the DRM info one is I hated thing, and I hope they will fix in the next update. And coming to like CPU throttling test, what I was explaining, and here it's up to 2 minutes 19 seconds and later up to 5 minutes. As you can see, the CPU throttling is okay. The performance is really good, nothing great or anything like that, but definitely it's better compared to some of the high performance ROMs. There you get throttling, but here it's minimal throttling is there definitely, but not as high as some of the ROMs, but it's okay. If you want to try this simple ROM, you can definitely try it out. And coming to BGMI, as you can see, I am not using any GFX tool here. Out of the box you get Smooth and Ultra and HD and High. If you want, you can enable using the GFX tool. And in the game settings, as I said, you get Smooth and Ultra and HD and High. If you want, you can use HDR and Extreme and Smooth and Extreme using the GFX tool. I have shown already plenty of videos. You can even use the file transfer method also, but GFX tool, the app one is which is better for Smooth and Extreme. I have played plenty of matches also. It's good, nothing bad or anything like that, but definitely this is not a gaming ROM or anything like that. The performance and everything is working fine. As you can see, this all the recent apps, and you can take screenshot and clear all. No select option is available in this ROM. I hope in the upcoming builds they can add it out, and the fingerprint lock is also good. And let me show you the charging animation. Anything you get like this, you get charging rapidly, but it's a slow charge only, nothing any fast or anything like that. This is how the Redmi Note 7 Pro ArrowOS latest version on this Redmi Note 7 Pro. If you like the video, give it a like, and don't forget to share this kind of videos to your Note 7 Pro users, friends, and those who are interested in this kind of tech videos. And thank you for watching. See you in the another interesting video. Until that, keep smiling. Bye bye for now.